Hello, YouTubers. Grumpy old man here. It's been a little while since I had a grump. And I just got off the phone with Amazon. And I have to say, one thing I like about their customer service is when you tell them online that you want them to call, the phone rings, and within moments, there's a live person on the other side to listen to me complain about whatever's going on. So, since November 22nd, Amazon's delivery company, Intelcom, stopped delivering to this address. They were returning packages. They were coming up with all sorts of stupid excuses why they couldn't find the property. So, Amazon's solution around Yule, late December, was they would deprioritize the shipper, which means they will use a different shipper. Instead of Intelcom, they use Purelator or UPS or anybody else they could get other than the idiots in Cornwall running Intelcom who can't seem to find it, not only my house, but other houses in the neighborhood. So, my winch for my hoist for bringing the pallets upstairs, it died. It stopped coiling in. It wouldn't take up anymore. It would let it out, just wouldn't pull it in. So I took it down, and actually Troll has it now, for those of you who follow Troll Forge, and he's going to take a look at it. He stripped down. I got the book that came with it with the parts list, so hopefully he can reassess it. That one ran off a battery, and I had to use a shop battery charger to keep the battery charged so it could run the elevator. Well, through conversations with my Padawan, whose husband, Xavier, is a electrician, he said, oh, why don't you, here's one that just plugs in the wall. Electric motor with a winch attached to it. Runs on house current. Okay, ordered one. Delivered today by, who was it? Purelator. And another gift that I'd ordered as well came by Purelator. Yesterday, UPS delivered an electric blanket because the one I had failed after 6 months. One of the controls died, so I used the other control from the other side, and it lasted a few days, and then it died. And Amazon gave us a complete refund on it. It was in the refund period. The company just non-existent or unresponsive to any inquiries about customer service, and the reviews reflected it. So the new one came yesterday from UPS, and it's a Sunbeam product, so that's a known name as far as I'm concerned, and we're going to see how well that works. So the other gift that was bought was being delivered today as well by Intelcom. Got an email saying, yeah, you're 3 hours away. It's which means it's on the truck. And then notification says incorrect address. It's like, excuse me? I've had the drivers call me and say, look, I can't seem to find your address, and I tell them where it was. Because in the middle of all that crap of trying to get Amazon to not use Intelcom, we were told by Amazon to use the post office in South Mountain. Post office doesn't accept packages that need to be forwarded. So the one time Intelcom driver showed up there, he called me. And I said, well, that's why we're using the post office, because Amazon said to. So then we stopped. He came and delivered it here. Perfect. So they can, if they use their brains, deliver. There's no reason why the driver today couldn't have picked up the phone and called me and said, I can't seem to find your address. Everything else was being delivered correctly except the package by Intelcom. So as soon as I found out that Amazon, get on the phone, call me. They did. Call comes in right away. Within 10 seconds, I was talking to a real person. She looks it up. I tell her, they're deprioritized. Why are you sending with Amazon through Intelcom? Because they clearly cannot find the milk jug in the fridge even when the light's on. I don't know. It's like, Really? Everybody else was able to deliver. The house has been here for 60 years. You have been delivering to it. So it's like, oh yeah, well, we've got to submit a report to the shipping. Yes, I've been down this road for 6 months with you guys. What's it got to take for Amazon to stop sending my packages through those idiots that run Intelcom out of Cornwall, Ontario? I told her I have direct phone number for the manager of the Purelator depot in Ottawa, because when at the previous address, which you can see in my history, Purelator had a hell of a time delivering packages to my house out there. Purelator delivered today. They delivered the winch motor and the other gift. They can find this house quite easily. So who do I talk to at Intelcom? Oh, all we have is an email address. There's no phone number. Well, then give me the email address, and I will compose a letter a la Karen. And I said to her, I said, what's the male version of a Karen? A Chad? Somebody told me it was a Chad. And that got a giggle out of her. And I told her, listen, I know it's not you. You're just a frontline person on the phone. Your responsibilities are limited. The things you can do are limited. All you can do is, pass on information to other people. I said, it's not you. I said, I'd love to get your boss's phone number. I'd go all Karen on him. So they are hopefully sending me an email. It hasn't, it might already have arrived. Something popped up. I'm using my phone as my camera. There we go. There she is. Thank you very much. So now I have an email. I better confirm she gave me an email, because I'm telling you, this is. And, oh, she does. Everything's there. Perfect. Yeah. And on a personal level, she highly appreciated my patience, cooperation, and understanding this matter. Yeah. Well, I was starting to get a little loud. I'm actually doing better at that. And so we'll see what happens with this package. There is no excuse for them not to deliver. And I get it. When you're paid crap wages, you do a crap job. If Bezos paid his employees a living wage, you wouldn't get guys trying to cram as many packages into their van because they get paid like 10 cents a package. It's crap work. I get it. I don't blame the girl on the phone. I blame the person in Cornwall that's in charge of that fiasco, because they're probably paid a pretty decent wage and they get all the other minions to do the work. So we'll see what happens with this. I'm really beyond tired with Amazon. I told her that. I said, this house has stood here for 60 years. The current tenant's been here 20 years, longer than before Amazon was even thinking about delivering books to people. They can find this house. They just choose not to. And I'm not the only house on this property. And I'm not the only one in the neighborhood that's having problems. So there's my rant for today. Only occupied less than 10 minutes of your time. Share it with your friends. Comment on it. And if you just happen to catch it, subscribe and look at all my other rants. Grumpy old man. I try to be original and humorous. Take care. Stay safe.